This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 606 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast for April 9th, 2024. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. For those listening to this when it comes out, this is weird because we are currently live on the actual Facebook page. We can see each other. I'm begging Chris doesn't put his pirate outfit on again.
Put it on.
Too late.
People are watching live in the Facebook page. We haven't done this since our 10-year anniversary.
That's crazy.
So this kind of makes sense that this is our 13-year anniversary. And of course, joining me is the woman that's been with me right from the start and put up with all my crap is Tracy.
Hi, everyone.
My brother from another mother.
I love these filters. They're great.
Chris is acting like
sassy.
a 12-year-old right now. Hello, Christopher.
Hello.
That was
Hi.
totally giving Golden Girls.
And of course, Michelle.
Hi.
Hey, everyone. This is
Good
weird.
to see you.
Yes, it's been a while.
This is odd. This is kind of odd, but
This is very rare for me because I'm never on camera.
No, well, to be fair, I don't like being on camera, even when I do lives in the Facebook. So anyone in the Facebook group will have seen that I've been doing tests to see how to work getting us live tonight, and I've figured out a fairly easy way to do it, to be
And
fair.
ruined your phone in the process.
Oh, well, yeah, the first time I did this test, I was figuring out something happened, and whatever reason, I was drinking a cup of coffee, and I had my phone in the other hand, and I dropped my phone into my half-full cup of coffee. It was fine,
Nice.
don't worry.
Did you finish the coffee?
Most of it
now you
went
finish the phone.
down the side of me. My phone was fine. Anyway, 13 years of the podcast, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a slog, I will say. The last few years, definitely, but we're here. We are doing it.
Yeah.
And it's time to sort of celebrate 13 years. And I'm doing it a different way. I kind of wanted to leave this until we did our 15-year anniversary because it made 15's more of a round thing. But I just thought, I'm going to pull the trigger on it this year. So I
we're
decided...
committed for another 2 years then?
Well, yeah,
at
we
least.
have to, don't we?
Okay.
So
or most.
Good to know.
people in the Producers Club may be aware of this episode happening. So I've picked what I believe is the biggest news story from every year the podcast has been going. Now, the
Okay.
Producers Club helped on a few of those. When there was a few, then I was like, when there wasn't a massive news item that year, I kind of reached out to the Producers Club and said, which one do you think of these is the biggest news item? And as I said to Tracy last night when we talked about it, we're going to get to talk about some things that, as a group of four of us, we don't always get to talk about, because with Chris only being with us for like the last 6 years, did we decide, and Michelle being like 5 or something like that, there's a lot of this stuff is pre them, so we've never really talked about it.
No.
So I suppose we're going to kick it off, going all the way back to 2011 when Chris had hair and I had hair, and
You've never had hair.
I mean, I did at some
You had
point.
hair?
What?
Actually, I saw a picture of Chris with hair recently.
just
It's so
fell
bizarre.
down to here.
Someone turned his head upside down. Chris, what was
Yeah.
the biggest news story in 2011, sir?
The biggest news story was Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast closing, and that was on August 18th.
I know how much Tracy misses Jimmy Neutron.
I loved that.
Go on.
Oh,
What did you miss about it the most?
the bouncy bit.
Which bouncy bit?
The booby bounce.
The booby bounce?
Wait, the booby bounce.
It bounced
like
it
a
about
mom?
so much that...
No, it was Tracy's boobies bouncing.
Oh. I was like, what?
I need to hear more about this.
Oh, this take me back to last week's episode. Yeah.
No, there was just a certain point and you bounced about so much, it was kind of like, oh, better hold the girls down.
I feel you. That happened to me too.
I don't think I had boobs when I rode this ride, so I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
Chris, did you have boobs when you rode this ride?
I definitely had boobs when I rode this ride. So yeah. Yeah, no, it's a struggle for us.
I think it's testament to how good this attraction was that I think we've ridden Despicable Me once, and yet we rode Jimmy Neutron at least twice every trip we went.
We've ridden Despicable Me more than once.
I don't think we have, maybe twice.
Maybe twice. That's more than once.
Technically true.
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron was good.
Yeah.
I missed this ride.
Did you guys do the precursor to this then? Did you do Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah.
No. Which was
I
better?
did.
So out of the 3 iterations at this point, which has been, in your opinion, the best?
I was a kid, during those, but I believe I liked Jimmy Neutron the best.
I don't remember Hanna-Barbera, like how the ride went. I know the Jetsons were in there and everything, but as a kid growing up watching Hanna-Barbera cartoons, I didn't see too much of like the Jimmy Neutron stuff, but I was a big Nickelodeon guy. I don't know. I kind of missed the Hanna-Barbera.
Really? I can imagine at the time it was pretty awesome. If you were in like the Flintstones and all of that sort of stuff.
And the Jetsons, the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just replaced it with that SpongeBob thing that we used to have. I think we talked about it with Kenneth the other week, didn't we?
4D.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. But yeah, it's like that was the first thing that closed when we started this podcast. I mean, we're going to talk about an even bigger closure when it gets to the next year. But yeah, it was like, I think everything started to close once we started this podcast. Like, it's funny, when we came
It's all our fault.
So obviously, like the Wizarding World, so Hogsmeade opened in 2010, and then we started this, and that was like, we were on the cusp of Universal Orlando becoming what it is now. If you think all other than the original Hogsmeade opening, everything that's put Universal on the map has happened since we started this podcast.
So where's our checks?
I mean,
Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, look, we know there's things we've talked about on here that suddenly happen in the parks. Like, do you know what? They should have an Earl the Squirrel character, walk-around character, debuting Earl the Squirrel. And we were like, that's interesting, isn't it? We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I mean, yeah, I know that's not true.
Might be.
No, I think they would have had that in the works way longer. I love how normally everyone else is way more chatty, and it's just me at the moment. This happened the last time we did a live show. Michelle's barely spoken at this point.
I was just reading Jillian's response. She said that that SpongeBob 4D attraction was at her home park in King's Dominion.
Oh, yeah, I
and
know
it was her favorite of all time.
It was really, really good. Yeah, it was awesome. Are we done on Jimmy Neutron?
So there's not a lot to say, really. I mean, I had a dad's party at the end as well, but...
I don't remember the end.
Yeah, a little dad. He walked out like...
There was?
Was there?
Like, it was not a dance party, it was like a little area with...
I genuinely don't remember. Because Minions has the dance party thing.
But I remember coming through that and going, I'm glad they kept this element of it.
I genuinely don't remember.
Maybe I am completely misremembering that.
I mean, it's been 13 years. In fact, so we won. The last time we'd have ridden Jimmy Neutron was 2009. So it's been like 15 years, if my maths is correct.
Yeah. Just a quick hello and welcome to Darren Dunn. Hello, everyone. First time on a live. Love the podcast. Thanks, Darren.
Aww.
Yeah. First time I just wanted to say hi.
Hello.
So, hi, everybody else. So Grace is in there.
God. Sorry, Grace,
Mandy and Alexa. They're the new names. I've probably missed a few.
Alexa's not a new name.
No, I'm saying that new people coming in since we said before.
Tracy. Chris Cruz did mention that the Hanna-Barbera after show was amazing as a kid. So maybe there was a Hanna-Barbera dance thing too.
Okay.
Hi, Maddie. And David. Is David laid out?
He will be.
Hanna-Barbera dance thing.
No, I'm saying like there was an after show. I don't remember the after show.
I don't either. It surely was not a dance thing. I can't imagine dancing with Hanna-Barbera characters.
No.
Corey, I'd actually asked that question, but I've been told I'm not allowed to swear.
Anyway, moving on, Tracy. Let's bring it down.
So sad you gave me this.
I had to give it to you.
Yeah, 2012.
What was the biggest news story of 2012?
And it was like the second day of the year, and this was the biggest. Let's just start the year off with me. Mean to. January the 2nd, biggest travesty of all time, and they closed Jaws. Absolutely gutted.
It was weird when it was announced. Because this was the first, so we've done quite a few at this point. This was the first tribute show we ever did. And it's, we interviewed Josh Ash, who was
we did.
One of the old skippers, and he was so good. Finding out like the ins and outs of an attraction, especially way back then. Like we know way more about attractions now because we've been doing this for a long time. But back then, to kind of talk to a team member about an attraction, especially something like Jaws, was just completely fascinating of getting that behind the scenes look at things.
Yeah, I mean, this one was one of those rides that we've spoken about many, many times because it's a beloved ride. We all love it to death. It's one of those few rides that they took out and gave us something equally as amazing as that ride. If not, I don't know.
I know
it depends who you're talking to. Not Tracy.
I would say better. I would say better.
Okay, it depends, right? But yes, losing Jaws, I think, was a bit of a travesty. But at the same time, going back and thinking, like, we rode Jaws every single trip towards its later years, didn't have too much of a wait, if I remember correctly.
No.
So it wasn't as popular with the kids or, I don't know, people wanting more of a thrill in there. But yeah, it was a big loss.
I think it was that thing as well. Like we know that it was a very expensive ride to run because there was that longest time where they turned the gas effects off at the dock because of how much gas was costing them at that point. And
imagine now.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that it was very, very reliant on like team members and actors and stuff, I can imagine it was a very expensive attraction to run, and you won't have made any money off the back of it. Whereas putting Diagon Alley in there, you've got butterbeer sales and all the shops and all the rest of it. Like they'll make a fortune off Diagon Alley compared to something like Jaws.
All I'll say is I'm glad they put something decent in place of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're looking at you, Fast and Furious.
Oh,
listen, those guys made a lot of money off of me buying Nathan's hot dogs. So
me too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was our favourite spot.
I ate many hot dogs.
Yeah. We'd get those hot dogs and go and sit by the exit of the ride and just like cheer with the boats as they came back in. It was an awesome spot.
I was terrified of Jaws as a kid.
Of course.
When I went to Universal, I was terrified of the ride. I rode it because my parents made me, but I was terrified of it. So I never got to ride it as an adult, which is a bummer. So I need to go to Japan with you, Tracy.
Yeah, let's go. I'll book the tickets now.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
That's it, because a lot of the stuff that we haven't ridden that we would have liked to isn't because, like, we couldn't have done if we wanted to, like Confrontation and Murder, She Wrote and all that sort of stuff with Claws. The fact that you were too much of a P word to ride it is,
I know I rode it, but I was honestly scared of it.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Look, you need to do what we did the first time we took Raymond on it, and we knew that the left-hand side is the place to be.
Yes, Jody, come along.
So I shoved him left-hand side up. When that gas dock went off, that kid has never pushed into me as hard as he did that ride. It was hilarious.
So mean.
Dude, honestly, Jaws for us was it was a staple for Horror Nights. Like we rode that. I know it sounds crazy to say right now, but we rode that every single Horror Nights that we would go to. It was just like walk on, and the whole group of us would just pretend to be more scared than we really were. It was fun.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, that's the one thing I missed. We never got to do Shark in the Dark.
No.
It's awesome. And I think I've said this before, but I swear to you, during Horror Nights when you rode that, it was completely off script. Like they were doing the dumbest in the most funnest way things where, like, one of the times the guy would shoot at one side of the boat and then the explosion's on the other.
Nice.
And kept on like doing all this stuff where he pretending like he doesn't know what he's doing. It was just amazing. And since the whole crowd gets into it, the more the crowd would get into that like dumb, funny way that he was doing that, the more he would do it. It was awesome.
So
yeah,
cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Thomas Wagner. He went down closing day, and I have some beads that he got. He's got one set, and I've got the other. And
that's lovely.
Yeah, it would have been amazing to have been on that last ride. It would have been so cool. I think the actual last ride, wasn't it full of team members?
Yes, yeah, I believe so.
I know, like, Jaws is what gave us Mike Aiello at the end of the day, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He got removed off Jaws because he kept going off script too much.
Mike did?
Yeah, you don't...
No, can't believe that.
That sounds on brand.
Yeah,
I wonder how many like performance employee write-ups he got.
Oh, probably a ton, but it just shows how good at his job he is that they didn't just go, right, you're done, mate, off you pop. They were like, where can we put you where
Yeah, they
these
recognise the
skills
potential.
will be a much better fit for you, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. I do miss Jaws. It's like, I'm so jealous that you got to ride it in Japan last year.
Twice.
All right.
Only twice.
I'm surprised you didn't only ride
Well, I
Jaws
mean,
the whole
yes.
time you were there.
There was too much of the rest of the park to see. I had to do it.
I mean, twice is, to be fair, considering you got to ride everything you wanted to, twice on Jaws, I think is decent enough run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving on to 2013, which the biggest news story that year, it was the first time Tracy and I came over after starting the podcast. No, that's not what it was, but that is true. There wasn't actually a lot had gone on at that point, but I've put down the expansion of Springfield debuted in June of 2013. So we're talking Kangen Kodos, Fast Food Boulevard, Bumblebee Man's Taco Truck, the Android's Dungeon Bathroom, all of that stuff, which that's when Universal really began to expand their food stuff. So like for the longest time, we all know that Universal the food was awful. It was burgers and fries, and that was about it, and chicken tenders and stuff. And then with the opening of Fast Food Boulevard, it was, you started to get decent themed food. It's not that good anymore, as we found out last September. But yeah, it was that first sort of themed land, an actual land themed in Universal Studios. I suppose after Jaws closed at that point, because you had the whole Amity thing.
Yeah.
But it's like Fast Food Boulevard. Before it was Fast Food Boulevard, it was what, the International Food and Film Festival. Never set foot in it ever.
No, I agree with you, Rich. Bumblebee Man's Taco Truck. Most underrated eatery in Universal. Oh, those tacos are so good.
And we could have. The annoying thing is, we got invited to the opening, the preview that day, and we could have gone, but because we had the kids with us, we'd have had to farm the kids off onto people that we knew but didn't know that well. So see, we're not that bad parents.
We'd totally do it now.
Jill couldn't take the kids?
We didn't even, I don't think we knew Gillian at that point, to be fair. It's weird, isn't it? Springfield, anyone?
Crazy.
I mean, it's an interesting thing to talk about, considering we're discussing now that it might not be there much longer.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Springfield. I love it to death. The ride, yeah, not that great. But I still ride it almost every time. I have to fight with Alexa just to ride it. And the last time she just told me to ride it by myself, which I did. And it's not the same, because when we ride it, we just say all the lines to each other. And I think that's probably the best part of the ride, because while I'm in there, I was like, it doesn't feel the same. I need somebody to like make this joke with. But the expansion, like all the carnival games, even the carnival games, we love.
Yeah.
Like it just adds this like really bright, fun, vibrant environment, especially compared to what was there prior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right. Like, what is it? The cafe there. Jesus.
Fast Food Boulevard.
Fast Food Boulevard. Yeah, like that really set the precedence to other things. Like Fast Food Boulevard had to crawl so that Minions Cafe could run, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And even like look at Duff Gardens. Like that's a staple for a lot of people now.
Oh, don't. I am trying not to think about that, because I love to go and have a Duff.
Yeah.
There's always people sitting around that bar.
Yeah.
Always.
I
You
love
have the
doing
view
that.
of the lake too, or the lagoon.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate carnival games in theme parks. They drive me up the wall, especially somewhere like Universal, but they fit in there, and I
They
never
do.
had an issue with them there over anywhere else.
I like Springfield. I wouldn't be sad if it went away, though. I would be okay, as long as it's being replaced by something worthy.
That's the thing.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd be okay with Pokemon.
I mean, but they got to wipe that ride out. Like it's done. Like
Yes.
get rid of that.
Yeah.
Use the big building for something else. It's okay. We can lose that ride.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I love Kangen Kodos.
It's so kinetic, though. They've got to have something that's got an equal energy vibe.
The biggest problem with The Simpsons is, even if it's a 5-minute wait, it's still such a huge time commitment, because you've got to get in and you go around the
that line's
outside and then you
huge.
wait in that inside line, and then they put you in the pre-show room and you've got to wait in there, and then you get on the ride and you do the ride and then you come off. So even if it's a 5-minute wait, you're giving up probably half an hour.
At least. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
depending on like what time of the day it is, you have like
Yeah.
the sun melting you into the concrete. It's terrible.
There's some funny jokes though
Yeah.
in those pre-shows.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
But it's always so hot inside the actual ride itself. It makes me so sick.
it's weird. As someone that
It's
suffers
one-
from motion sickness, it's one ride that doesn't bother me.
Oh, it gets me. That's the one. It's probably the only one that gets me. And Krissa loves it. So Chris and Krissa, you guys can go on it. I'll sit with Alexa.
Let's go. We'll child swap you next time.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, it will be like you say. I think I agree with what you said, Chris. Without Fast Food Boulevard, you don't get Minions Cafe. You don't get a lot of what's happened food wise, and that was when Universal really started to step up. That was their first, like, what can we do to upscale the level of our food? And let's be honest, the food from Fast Food Boulevard wasn't amazing, but the theme of it all elevated it above what it actually was. And that chicken and waffle sandwich was my go-to whenever we were in that park. I mean,
Very good.
That 3-week trip in 2013, we ate in there, 3 times?
At least, yeah.
And then we went back for Horror Nights when we did our first RIP tour. We were in there. Remember, RIP tour was when you didn't get food and you had to go and buy your own dinner in the middle of the night. But
With
then
Tyler.
it also wasn't $4,500 at that point either. It was $1,500. Yeah, I'd buy my own dinner if that was the price. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be sad to see it go because it has been a part of, like, when did the Simpsons take over from Back to the Future? That's an interesting question. Like 2022? I don't know. Let's not guess. Let's have a look.
2007.
2007. All right.
Wow.
So it's been a part of that park for 17 years, which
Wow.
is a long
Yeah.
time for
It
any
is.
for a ride that's that knackered to still be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was knackered when they did the swap on it.
It's just standing in that pre-show room, hearing those cars, and you think, there, one of them's going to break at some point, and some people are dying.
Dying.
It's time for it to go. It's time.
I think so.
Our family story is of our youngest pooping in it.
You have to put that on live.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. That was
Oh,
the third
God.
time. The third time that morning. That was fun.
You
Really?
pooped 3 times on that ride?
They still find it hilarious. No, 3 times that morning. That was the last one.
Oh.
They were empty by that
To be
point.
fair, they wear it as a
That
badge
would
of
have
honor at this
that
point.
would have pushed me over the edge. I would have literally thrown up.
Really?
Oh God. I have to close my eyes during the whole ride.
Oh my god, I'm not that bad.
Okay.
See, I can't get motion sickness on it just because I can barely see what's going on the screen. So it's like,
It is incredibly blurry.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes me so motion sick.
Really?
Oh,
How are you on Forbidden
That-
Journey?
I'm fine there. Especially now that they have the fans in the seats.
That's weird. See, Forbidden Journey
If
knocks me sick.
If it weren't so hot in The Simpsons, it wouldn't be as bad. But it's so hot. And somebody wrote on here, Rich Cotter wrote, "It's too hot and it smells like machine oil." Yes.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
it does. That should
And
be an
then
alarming thing.
Add the smell of somebody pooping on there too. Oh my God.
I'll be
would
honest.
die.
I have never felt it hot in there.
It
What?
didn't smell.
It didn't
She
smell.
didn't know. It didn't
No,
smell.
it didn't. But yes, it does stink of machine oil. It is. Yeah, it needs to go. It is
Oh.
about time.
I mean,
Cool.
I think we're way past that time. But yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. I mean, this is one of the biggest announcements at that point.
Yeah.
Michelle, 2014.
In 2014, Diagon Alley opens on July 8th. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Now I still remember Gregory, who was doing some on location recordings for us at the time, queuing. He didn't quite beat you, Michelle, and I'm sure we'll get onto that later. He did 6 hours opening day and didn't even get to ride it. It broke down before he got on it.
Oh,
They gave him
That
an
would
express pass to come back the next day and still waited 3.5 hours. So technically,
Ooh.
he waited 9.5 hours to get on Gringotts when it opened. Yeah, no.
So I tried to make it down for that opening, but I didn't quite make it. So let's see. 2014, Krista was 3. We came down in October of that year. So I just missed the actual opening.
What do we think? Because Gringotts is one of them, like, Forbidden Journey when it opened was amazing. And we rode Gringotts for the first time. We were kind of like, eh. And that was a lot of people's opinions. It was like, eh.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people. Because the problem with Universal is they've always tried to up themselves. So we open this, the next thing's got to be better. The next thing's got to be better. And when, especially with it being Potter, the Forbidden Journey was like, at the time, it's funny now when you look back at it through the lens of 2024 that it's kind of at this point. But when that opened, it was the newest thing in the world, this Kuka arm thing. It was like, oh my God, I've never done anything like it. And then Gringotts opened and went, oh, it's just like the Mummy kind of, but not coastery enough for people. That was the issue. And for me, that's how I felt. And the more I ride it, I actually prefer it to Forbidden Journey now.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It gives just enough thrill that it's like fun. Just a couple of parts are like super fun. And then the rest is just awesome for Potter fans. So as a Potterhead, like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I think they were probably playing off the fandom of like making that ride and maybe not surpassing their previous ride. It's like, well, they're Potter fans. They'll like it.
Yep. And it's
like,
true.
I don't hate the ride. I actually like it a lot now, even more so. But I just wish it was longer.
Yeah.
Like, make it the length, because there's a lot of stops in that ride where you're just watching screens and stuff. So it has the same length as, let's say, a Mummy, but you're not really moving that much.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I rode it. It left me cold. I've barely warmed up to it, to be honest. Because it's like, they sold it as this coaster, and it's like you get maybe what? 100 feet of coaster if you're lucky.
Coaster.
Yeah,
it's clever though. The ride vehicle, like the way it actually rotates. So if you're at the front, there's sections where your car will be at the back. The whole, it is. I think I can't remember who it was. I think Gillian said it that they overhyped it as a coaster.
She said it for me.
I like it.
They did. As I said, I have issues with the 3D glasses because
if you're listening, don't take them off, please.
They don't fit over glasses. People who have to wear them, they don't fit. And when they come off, I've nearly lost my own glasses.
Yeah.
Because, so.
Well, I like it.
I love it.
I appreciate it, and I like the queue. Well, I like the queue until you start going upstairs to come back downstairs.
It's a ball ache to get on because it's so the locker situation's a nightmare.
Yeah,
and then like the queue's massive, especially like we've queued from the outside portion as well, the extended queue that goes out the back before you even get into the main bank area. And once you're in there, and it's when they used to force you to do that picture in the bank vault before you go down into the pre-show room. Oh my God. I like it a lot. And then Diagon Alley as a whole,
it is. No, I'm kidding.
Is amazing. You know, we talked about
I like Diagon Alley.
We talked about How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk last week. Without Diagon Alley, you don't get Galaxy's Edge at Disney. You don't get Epic Universe, or at least not on the scale that it's going to be. That took themed lands and made it something. So you walk into a land, and once you're in that land, you can't see anything else. And that's definitely the blueprint that they've used for the lands at Epic Universe. And I think it's awesome. Unless you're Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard some people have gotten lost in there and couldn't find their way out, but imagine how...
it still blows my mind that they had to put team members in front of that thing to tell people how to get in. I'm like, sorry people, but are you that dumb? Like, read a park map. Read a park map. That's all it takes. No, you're not. I don't believe.
We are.
No, getting out, I get. Getting in, no. Like, do you walk past that London waterfront thing and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, that's pretty, and then carry on? No. Do they think the people walking through a wall think it's real? That these wizards, or they just not see it? And the wizards walking through the...
They're obviously true muggles.
Maybe they are. They just don't see it. It's just so bizarre.
I guess for people that don't know about Harry Potter, they might just walk past it.
Yeah.
Nocturne Alley is stunning.
I love Nocturne
And
Alley.
It's funny that it's barely ever got anybody in it. I wonder if another one of those places that not a lot of people knows there.
Plus, it has fantastic AC. So.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was going to say. It gets pretty crowded on hot days, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It is awesome. Yeah, like I'm sad that Jaws went, but I love Diagon Alley. The Carket Market, I love the shows. Like those two puppet shows are amazing, and Celestine is awesome. I love that they've taken lore from the books and expanded that out. So Celestine and the Warbecks exists, but then let's go make something entirely out of it.
Celestine and Warbeck and the Banshees, you mean?
What did I say?
Celestine and the Warbecks.
Celestine
That's
and
just
the
her and the
Warbecks.
kids.
There you go. That's when she split up, like she did the Spice Girls and left on her own, and she just called herself Celestina and the Warbecks. I didn't even realise I'd said that. Idiot.
Alexa said she's afraid on Forbidden Journey to get stuck on the Whopping Willow, which actually happened to me.
Isn't that where we got stuck as well?
Yeah, we've got
It was
stuck
pretty
there.
terrifying.
Did the kids get stuck with the Dementors in the face? Yeah.
The team member afterwards swears that it doesn't actually flip you upside
You don't
down.
go
But
upside down. No, it doesn't. You're right. So I've had this argument a million times over the course of this podcast.
It sure did feel like it.
Your hips,
Emotion.
Your hips are never above your head. Is the way we've always said it.
Well, if your hips aren't above your head, though, your feet will be because of the way you're sat on a bench.
No, you can't.
Well, yeah, you're not laid down.
Go
You're
upside down.
which will give you that effect.
Well, I will tell you this, being stuck in that position, right? Like at the very tip of where you feel like you're going to tip over. That's what she said. My shoulders were sitting on the top of the ride vehicle. So regardless of whether I was upside down all the way or not, it had enough of an angle that I felt like I was going to fall. So I hear you, Alexa. I did not like it.
Oh my god! I didn't realize you were such a insert expletive here.
Poo poo.
I suppose we'd talk about the Hogwarts Express while we're talking about Diagon Alley as well. I think we've talked about it before. Absolute genius from a theme park point of view. How can we make people buy a 2-park ticket? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The person should have got a massive bonus when they went, do you know what we should do, guys? And the only way you can get on it is to have a 2-park ticket. All right.
100%.
Yeah.
You have a ticket selling booth there as well. So like a train, you would have to buy a ticket. It's perfect. It's literally perfect.
I've literally, as a travel agent, I've only sold one ticket my entire 10 plus years that is not a park to park.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, it was brilliant.
And the thing is, it'll be the only park as of right now that you can do it in, because every other park around the world is only one park. And even if you built Diagon Alley in those other parks, it wouldn't make sense to put the Hogwarts Express in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, little man, you've had a busy day.
I have had a busy day. I got up early.
Right. What are we moving on to? Tracy, 2015.
2015. Disaster, a major motion picture starring you. Closed.
Starring me?
September the 8th, starring you.
It wasn't starring me. This is one thing I never got picked out for. I know it would have been awesome. I would have loved to have got picked for this.
I like this one.
Yeah. Certainly better than the crap that replaced it.
I like both iterations of... I liked Earthquake as well.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for it to be there now. We've got away from the whole behind the scenes movie thing, so it wouldn't have made sense to stay there now.
Some of us still like it.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense to the park, does it, anymore?
This is all with Musion, wasn't it?
Yes.
Which is
the Christopher
Walken.
Cool, Christopher
actually.
Walken in the redo. It was awesome.
Yeah.
This ride as a kid growing up was just, it was amazing. It literally felt like you were in it. Like you were going to die.
You were going to die. Amazing.
You were going to die. And I was super excited. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this.
Super excited.
Wow. Mom, Dad, come on. We got to ride this ride. We're going to die. Woo.
Yeah.
Chris and I are polar opposites.
Oh, we know. Yeah. I mean, part of it is the San Francisco section still part of the tram tour in Hollywood? The underground section, is that still there? Isn't that still part of the tram tour? I think it is.
So?
I don't know. I've only seen that tram tour a couple times. But
it works. It works on that, but it's sad. And when you see what Fast and Furious is and the fact that it gobbled up bloody this and Beetlejuice, you're like, really?
Yeah, Beetlejuice
Fast and
really
Furious
stole.
had the potential to be such an amazing ride. Such an amazing ride.
Right?
Then we got hot garbage.
Slow
God.
and angry.
That even the cool cars can't actually make up for.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the
The dance
pre-shows.
party is the only good
Yeah.
part.
I love the pre-show. I love the queue. I love the pre-shows.
And then just leave.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think the pre-shows, I mean, we've gotten lucky. We don't write it very often. I'll probably write it every couple of years, if that, just to remember how bad a ride can be. But every time we do, we get kind of lucky with the pre-shows and have like really good interactions with those people, especially in larger groups like we did during the Weekender.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
when you go in, it's like
Like, that
50
was-
of you. And
It was
that team member is just like, holy what's going on here? They're reacting to me.
Language. It was awesome, that first ride. That was why it was unfair to do our first review of it coming off the back, because I still remember that first review. And I
Yeah.
got off and Chris was like, well. And I just looked and he turned to Darren and he went, I told you he liked it. I was like, I'm not saying anything.
My knees
No,
have
you
never
said it.
recovered.
Oh, I loved it. To be honest, that first ride through was fun. It was. I did enjoy it. And not just because all of us together. It was that three, the mother and the two kids sat at the back going, what's going on at the back here right now? What have I walked
they
into?
should not have put her on that ride with us lot.
She probably thought we were part of the show at that point.
Maybe. Oh, this is the best pre-show ever. They've got like 50 team members as part of it. How awesome is that? Yeah, no, we don't work here.
See, Alexa goes, I get forced on, ... And then she forgot to put this amazing ride. Yeah.
But when you look back at Disaster, like
So
we
bad.
kept those initial pre-show rooms and they were awesome. Like going back, I can't remember whether it was the same. I'm trying to think now between Earthquake and Disaster, whether that initial, because they did the rocks thing, didn't they? And the shot in the balls. Wasn't there something to do with balls? Oh, so when Tim Grassi came on, there's a blast from the past, and he was talking about it, there was some like adult jokes in the pre-show that were kind of disguised as.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what they were now. I'm trying to differentiate Earthquake and Disaster now to try and remember how much they actually changed between the two. And I can't remember.
Someone in the chat will remember. They'll put it in
I
a
do
minute.
not remember the difference. I did get picked one time for
Awesome.
that ride.
Cool.
And I have to like ravage my parents' buckets of video cassette tapes that they have there, because, you know, you get to... My dad would bring like the big camera and record and all that stuff. So it's somewhere there, along with my Nickelodeon sliming there as well.
Oh, dude, you got to go through that stuff
Yeah,
and
we need
post
to
it.
see that.
I
We
have to
need-
find,
yeah, we
unless it's
need
been
that
burnt
online.
up in the heap. I got to look for that.
So which bit did you actually get to do
On what?
on Disaster?
It was...
Was it Disaster or Earthquake at that point?
No, it was Earthquake. It was. I was very young. Was it the rope pulling part or something? I forgot. I'd have to go back
I
and
know,
look.
I can't remember. There was one where they put like
It
a
was
lab
like a rope
coat on, didn't
thing.
they? And they fell down.
Yeah, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that. It was something more docile than that. But I'll ask them. My mom will remember. My dad will forget all memories of anything. So
Okay, let's move on to 2016, something we discussed last week, being all miserable about now because they've changed it. But Michelle.
Yeah, 2016, the Skull Island Reign of Kong attraction opened on July 13th. That does not seem like it was that long
No.
ago.
I swear
know.
I was going to say that. It feels like it was a few years ago it opened up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I remember walking past it when we were over for Horror Nights in 2015 and they were still building it.
I've got photographs of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the scaffold up and... Yeah.
It just shows what Universal can do. Let's be honest, it's the same ride as Fast and Furious, but the theming behind Kong is a million times better.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the story's
Yeah.
better.
this ride is also a perfect example of Universal being able to use just little slivers of space and making an entirely new land.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like, yeah, I know there's only like one food cart and one merch booth, but it's considered a land, and I
Yeah.
think they killed it.
Yeah.
They
I
did.
mean, they got banana slushies. It's a land.
They've
The
got the
Kong
Kong Dong.
Dong
Yeah.
originated
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yep.
And I really like the Kong Dong.
Well, and when it first opened, it had scare actors in the queue.
Oh, so we said
Yeah.
at the time though that was the first. I think that was the first
Lovely, Gillian.
Universal PR interview we ever got with Adam Rivest.
Yeah.
So we spoke to Adam Rivest, who was who still is part of the creative team, about the attraction. And I remember talking at the time, not to him obviously, but that we didn't expect those scare actors to stay in the line very long.
No.
It's a shame we got to miss it.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to say. I love that they built, and apparently they've started doing it regardless of the weather now, but they built an attraction where it can still operate when it's raining. So you could bypass that outdoor section and go straight inside. But if it wasn't, then you get that whole big reveal of going through the gates. I love that. Because I don't think they've done that on any other attraction where they've built in a fail-safe to it where they can still operate it during bad weather.
Yeah.
100%. And riding that at the golden hour is like the best experience if you go through the outside. It's the right amount of darkness for the fire. And,
Yeah, that's true. Joni said that the scare actors took years off of her life. I never got to... Actually, yes, I did. I saw one scare actor in one of the peepholes once.
There's a
very cool.
A peephole.
Well, because it was just one of the ones that just showed his head.
Yeah, that's still there. It's just a screen.
No, it was an actual person.
There was an actor.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Because
100% sure.
That peephole now is just a screen.
Yeah, they put a screen behind it, but yes.
No, it was an actual.
It was an actual video
person.
of it. Yeah.
It scared the bejesus out of a kid that was behind me.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Did we ride this when we went in the park that night when we came over? Not last year, the year before, with you and Alexa. I know we did Spider-Man. Did we do Kong that night? I think we did.
Yes.
I don't remember what I did yesterday, so I would be the worst person to ask that.
I'm sure we did. I'm sure that night we
that
went
sounds
in
like a party.
and we did Spider-Man and then went round and did Kong because it was the first time Raymond rode it that night. And it's not a ride you get to ride in the dark very often because Islands is rarely open that late, which we've said about Islands, that they build all these light packages, Velocicoaster and Hulk and Kong, and then you rarely get to see them because Islands is barely open past 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I love Kong, honestly. I do
too.
I think it was
like I said, you need to ride it now without glasses, see how much you like it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much it takes away from it. And it doesn't look like they're going to change it. I think when they took it away, we knew it was never going to come back.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It is. I understand why. All I'm hearing is giggling. People reading comments and giggling. Right, moving on to one of Chris's favourite things. Our last one before we take a quick break. Chris, what happened in 2017? No, not condoms, did you say?
Yeah. That's not a peephole.
A pee hole.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get back on track here because we can't edit anything out. 2017. I remember this vividly. Volcano Bay opens May 25th. And we were there opening ish weekend.
It was because of Volcano Bay that pretty much got you your place on the podcast, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I mean, and Darren.
That, and I paid off Tracy, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm still waiting for that check.
I mean, I hate to say this, but I feel so bad because I remember saying, no, like that first, when we had you on for the Volcano Bay roundtable, I was like, oh, and this is your first time. I was like, no, I guest hosted once when Hunter couldn't make it. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember that at all. And I still don't remember that at all, to be fair, even though I've gone and checked it. And you're right, you were there, but I don't remember it.
Wow.
I know it sounds horrible, and I don't mean it to be horrible. Anyway, Chris, please talk about Volcano Bay, because you're our Volcano Bay expert for definite.
I am the expert who hasn't been there in a couple of years, but yeah, we went there basically opening weekend. We knew it was going to be kind of, we were expecting it to be worse than what it was in the sense of like logistics of people running the food and all that stuff. So we went there with a very open mind of like, let's just go and view things. And it was exactly how we thought it would be. Like it was bad in reference to trying to buy food and this and that, but everybody was there trying their best. But we fell in love with the park. I mean, it was literally growing up, having gone to Typhoon Lagoon, mostly, not too much on Blizzard Beach. Didn't like that place that much. I was a water park head. So Universal finally getting their own water park and it being themed after something that is near and dear to my heart, which is like tiki, at South Pacific, Polynesian, all that kind of styling. It was like, yeah, this is a perfect combination. And then there's a rum bar, like triple yeah.
I mean, what's not to like?
Yeah. And it's that one's another perfect example of going back to what I said earlier of Universal using very small spaces to give you like a very large kind of, grand styling of an experience. Because I forgot the exact square footage or square acreage on that, but it is not large. And when you go there, you do not feel like it's, I'm literally trying not to get That's What She Said's in here. And this is very difficult with what I'm describing. But
I get you. You don't feel like you're right next to the interstate.
You don't.
But you're literally right there. Like
they immerse you.
You're in Hawaii. Yeah.
They immerse you so perfectly in that place. It's ridiculous. And then obviously introduction of Tapu Tapu, which is still kind of up in the air as to, what that's going to be in the future, whether that's anything. Yeah, they were trying to push, some new boundaries there of what they can do.
Yeah, it's 27 acres.
Wow.
27 acres?
Yeah.
And what do we say?
So
Diagon's 20, right?
20, yeah.
20,
So you think How to Train Your Dragon is going to be 15.5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
So one land in Epic is right under, a little bit under what an entire park is.
No, it's going to be just over half.
How to Train
No.
15.5 double would be 31. So it's just over half the size of Volcano Bay.
Okay. Still, you're talking about a land in a park.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild to think that. And hopefully one day, like we all know, there's that extra plot of land right next to Volcano Bay. Hopefully they expand with that. I think it was 5 acres. Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a little plot there that they have saved for expansion.
Okay.
So, fingers crossed, one day we get that.
I mean, we're not water park people.
You keep saying that.
Kudos to Michelle that she got us to go and just have a wander around.
We got to walk into it. We've got.
And it is.
Yeah, you got a tour.
Yeah, didn't get to eat anything or.
We've said it before though. Like I think when we talked about Isle of Burke last week about that reveal, like Volcano Bay, the way you walk up that, I don't want to call it a street, whatever it is, the road leading in, and they hide that reveal of the volcano till you round the corner is so stunning. And then it's not even that how good Volcano Bay is that Universal went, you know what, we could probably build 2 hotel towers and charge people a premium to look out over this park. And people do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we did.
And sat near our breakfast and watched some guy rolling back and forwards on his little golf cart. It's stunning. I could have sat there all day, quite honestly.
Have you and Tracy been back there since that tour?
Nope.
No.
Just hasn't happened.
Jillian goes, I debuted on that podcast. That's where the inception of God's Pocket came from.
Apparently nothing beats the sound of them sacrificing virgins at 7:30 in the morning when the park opens.
That's what made my eggs taste better.
I nearly said something there, but I'm not going to... What? Anyway.
Just edit it out.
No, I can't edit out of a live.
Everybody close your ears real quick.
I'm not going to say it. There's only one person needs to close their ears, and that's why I'm not saying it, because she might hit me. But anyway. Right, we're going to take a quick break. We're not actually going to take a quick break for those people watching live, but we'll be back in a minute.
Man, we need a vacation.
Oh, I got this.
Whoa, that's awesome. But I was thinking something a little more adventurous.
Okay, how about this?
Yes!
And how about some relaxation from Mama?
Oh, perfect. How did you do that?
Easy. Portkey Vacations.
For your next vacation, let Portkey Vacations take away all the guesswork and stress of planning. From air and hotel to theme park tickets and everything else in between, they've got you covered. Just visit PortkeyVacations.com and touch the Portkey to get started with your free, no-obligation quote request. With just one touch, and Portkey Vacations will magically take you wherever you want to go.
Welcome back, everyone. We are moving on, and we're moving into 2018 for the biggest item that we're probably going to talk about, the biggest thing that's happened in the last 13 years of doing this podcast. And that happened on April 23rd of 2018, and that is the opening of Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Yes. I celebrate this every year.
Oh my God. All I keep thinking of is when they
one
had
drag race.
Michelle Rodriguez and Vin Diesel and whoever the other one was, wasn't it Tyrese Gibson that came over? When they rode that ride and they're trying to get all hyped for it, did they come off and look at each other and go, what the was that?
No, you don't have to do that, right? Because when you have like a $10 million paycheck, listen, put me on any ride. I'll be like, that was amazing. You got to ride it, guys. Enough. Going all the way to the bank to cash that.
I mean, it's telling that ride alone brings guest surveys down 3 points across the board. Is mental. That
ride is probably one of the only rides ever in like theme park history where a higher up of the company admits that they made a mistake.
Yeah.
While the ride is still actively in use. Like, we're not talking documentaries later on. We're talking like, yeah, we messed up with this one. We're going to try to fix it.
Yeah.
And then
it needs to be scrapped.
100%.
Well, the rumors are that it's going in August. And if that's the case, if it does close this August, is that the shortest lived attraction at Universal? Like a proper, like, permanent attraction? Is this... So you're going to be looking at when
6.5 years.
Which is insane. But bear in mind that we've had COVID in that time. So it's 6 years, but it's not really 6 years. You could take out at least 3 months, and then the fact that people from the UK couldn't get over there. So I know it's been open that time, but it's not had its full swing.
Even COVID couldn't take it out.
But it's gotta be the shortest lived attraction there.
Yeah. And it's wild because it's like we spoke about earlier, like it took over 2 other attractions, has one of the largest footprints of a ride, and is the crappiest ride in the resort.
It's so bad. We gave it another try in December.
Yeah, I know.
It's still terrible. Just as bad.
It is awful. Like I say, I love the pre-show. I love the queue.
Are we rushing out for the final?
No, right. I don't even mind that initial bit with the Musion, with the truck and all of that. It's just the tunnel that's awful. I can even take the rest of it.
It takes you out of the whole theming of the ride. Like, even if you kept that ride, if it worked to where you felt like you're on a bus traveling fast and not like you're just not moving anywhere, then it could be one of those like cheesy, it's so bad that it's good rides. Yeah. But the fact that the ride system itself sucks, don't know how they're not able to just replicate the one that's working right across the street, is wild.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Gillian said she doesn't want it to close because they won't put anything in there for ages, and then it'll decrease capacity for the park.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Maybe like a Vin Diesel meet and greet.
I mean, look, Hollywood even realized how bad it is because the Fast and Furious attraction that they're getting is a coaster. Like, they went, I know we've got that in there, but we need to... This is what you... they'd done it just to Orlando off. It's like, this is what you should have had, by the way.
100%. I feel like that maybe was there. Like, that was... Like, somebody blue skied that idea, and then all, like, the bean counters were like, no. Is there any ride we can copy and just put it in there?
Yeah. Well, because it worked so well for Kong that they can take a small section out of the tram tour and build an entire attraction around it, and they'd already committed themselves to building a new ride every year, and maybe that commitment, they got to that year and went, oh, we haven't got that much money, so we'll put that coaster on the back burner, we'll sell it to Hollywood, they can have it, and let's put this load of shit in here.
Wow.
Because,
again, just crazy, just because of how big that footprint is. I think that's a very poor decision to make. If you had like some little spot, Barney's meet and greet or whatever that was before, Day in the Park with Barney, that's a different story.
I mean, we're even how bad you can go. Fast and Furious Supercharged is so bad.
How bad is it?
That it even makes the Horror Nights houses they put in there as well.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It's a cursed building.
I think it must be. Moving on to 2019. Huge announcement. Michelle was there day one. Michelle, what was it?
It was the opening of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Yay! I was there June 13th, bright and early.
It was like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
What time did you actually get to the park?
I think I left Portofino and started the walk at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God. I mean, it would have been, I can imagine it's fun when you've got a group of people around you and you're all there for the same reason. I can imagine it have been exciting, but 7 hours, man.
Yeah. She blew out the motors on her leg massagers that day.
There wasn't enough electricity at Portofino Bay to charge them.
That's
She had
when I
battery
met.
backups in line.
That's when I met Maddie, though. Like we literally, there was other producers who were in the waiting area too at the same time, and we were all riding each other, and so we met up. And
Whoa, I don't think that's what you meant.
not riding.
We're talking after you left Portofino, Michelle. After.
Writing.
Oh, because you Americans don't pronounce T's properly. I see.
Wow.
I heard riding each other. Anyway.
No, we were not riding each other, but we.
Freudian slip. It's okay.
Yeah, but we waited in line all day, 8 hours together.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy.
See, John,
No,
we'll go
the
that
crazy
way
part is that I did it again the next day. That
Yeah.
was what was crazy.
I mean, it would be
But-
cool to be there. Just to say you were there opening day for anything would be awesome.
Epic.
It was cool. I have no regrets. None.
Oh, I
regrets.
wouldn't. It's that thing, like for us doing it would be a bigger deal because it's like we don't get to come over that and then to waste like 8 hours queuing for one ride that, let's be honest,
book
isn't
an
that
extra
great.
day.
And
Sir.
But it was the experience. So
No
think
one-
of how Fast and Furious,
I
like
responded.
our Fast and Furious ride together at the Weekender, how it really elevated that experience.
Yeah.
So because we were all together and because it was the first day, like I don't really remember being bored for 8 hours.
I think you can get away with doing, especially if you're with other people, whether it's producer club members or friends or whatever. Just kind of like how, I mean, I've done plenty of when video games used to get released on disc. I've done midnight releases where I stood in line for hours to pick up Halo and pick up all these things, right? So I can see that fun in it.
Yeah.
My only problem is it was in June
yeah.
Yeah.
and you're melting. It's Florida. Like it's crazy.
I don't remember it
I
being
was
bad.
happy for it.
They were prepared though. So they had a very long extended queue set up for us. All the way to, by the time I got there, it was in Seuss Landing. And they had fans. They had big giant fans, like roll up, the kind that you can roll up and plug in. They had big giant fans set up all throughout. They intermittently would come through and give us bottled waters. They didn't charge us for them. They would give us bottled waters. They had characters come through the lines in different places and like interact with us. It was kind of cool.
I saw our friend, the Hogwarts Express conductors. We watched a few videos of like vloggers and stuff doing it that day, and our friend was there. Chris would have had a runner if he'd have been there. A rum runner. He'd have been hammered by the time he got to the front of that line.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't let me on. They'd be like, "Sir, you need to leave the park."
Oh yeah, I was starving by the time we left.
Yeah, you're far too over the limit to ride a motorbike, sir. You're sidecar all the way.
I'll ride shotgun, thank you.
But I think I've said it before. I like Hagrid's. I don't think it's worth that wait because I don't think we've been. The least amount of time we've waited for is that first ride, and that was literally only because it was down and we happened to get I think Gillian messaged you, didn't you, Michelle, and went, "It's just on back up," and we legged it over there and got on in like 20 minutes, which for my stomach wasn't the best thing that could have happened.
I don't know. I think if it was a case of we were hungry, we could grab food. We saw like the line was like 30, 40
You mean
minutes.
like we did with Claire?
Yeah, you grab some food, you eat while you're in line, play some games on your phone. Like we did with Gillian.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that was fun actually.
Yeah.
That's a good question here.
Yeah.
Michelle, did you do motorbike or sidecar first time? Because if you wait that long, like you got to take motorbike, but everybody can't ride motorbike.
Yeah, exactly.
I did motorbike the first time, and then the next day I did sidecar.
Okay.
Who'd you ride with the first time?
God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm guessing it was Maddie.
Yeah, if it's
Maddie, if you're
a
listening, I
podcast
don't remember.
co-host, just you can forget about it. Lee forgets me all the time, so it's
We weren't podcast co-hosts at the time. It was literally the first
All
day I
the
met
time,
her. But Joni
once.
was there too. Joni and
Todd.
Jackie.
yeah. David was saying
Todd
we
was there,
were
wasn't he?
there. Joni was in line. I was just walking around and
Yeah.
drinking. I would have been
Yeah.
with you, David. I would have been with you.
Joni and the girls waited with me.
Little espresso martini action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
I remember that. That was awesome.
What I love about Hagrid's is how much it adds to that land overall. Like, some of the best views of Hogsmeade are from the queue of Hagrid's. Like, we rode it. When did we go? So 2020, and we got in line. Park Island's closed at like 10. There was me, you, our youngest, Thomas, Lynette, and Andy.
Yeah.
And we got in line at like 9:30, and we got off at like 10:20. So it was pitch black. That ride is
I love it at night.
So different at night.
Loved it.
Yep.
But the view of Hogsmeade from the outdoor queue at night is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first time we rode it was golden hour, wasn't it? And it was dusk as we came in. It was great.
So I was trying to keep me dinner down.
You weren't well.
It was Forbidden Journey. That was a problem. So we'd literally travelled all day that day. We went straight. Michelle's like, we need to go straight into the park. So, Voodoo Donut's only got a 5-minute wait. Get in there. So all I'd had to eat for about 4 hours was a bloody jelly donut. And then straight into there on Forbidden Journey. So let's churn all that up and give me a bit of motion sickness. Down the raptor encounter, and it's like, wait, we need to ride Hagrid's because it's just open. And I got off, and poor Gillian, it was the first time we'd ever met Gillian, and she was so excited, and I got off. I was green. Michelle and Robin were sat in front of us, turned round all excited to see how I was. And I'm there going, I do not feel well, guys. I was so disappointed in myself.
I thought you were scared from it. I was like, oh, he thought it was scary?
No, because the thing with Hagrid's is a lot of the things that happen on it are new to you guys. So that drop track is probably something you guys have never done before. Yet we've got that over here, so that wasn't new to us. We've done a drop track before, so it didn't do anything new that we hadn't done before. I think that was definitely played into it. But I won't queue for it.
It doesn't make it any less fun, though.
We know enough people who work that ride to get on it like back door now, so I don't bother queuing. Thanks, whoever's listening who does it.
Yeah, don't drop anybody in it. Very
like
grateful.
riding in the back door, you say? What?
Yes, exactly. That's what it costs.
We like back doors.
I mean, this is getting worse.
Cut that.
Let's not do what we normally do. We need to cut something.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
No.
We will go to 2020, and I have not put in the thing that most people probably think is the biggest news item because I want it to be theme park. COVID. The park's closed for COVID.
I was going to say, yeah.
Realistically, that's the biggest thing that happened that year, but we don't want to talk about COVID because we've had enough of it. So, Tracy?
Yes. On June the 30th, the Bond Stuntacular opened. Yes. Love that ride. Sure.
Even though we kind of knew what was coming, it still blows my mind every time I watch it. It's so good.
I was actually there for that. I wasn't there for the actual opening date. I was there the week before when they were doing dress rehearsals, and I got to see it on a dress rehearsal.
Awesome. See, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Love that.
Like, they even came out on the stage before and told us that it was a dress rehearsal and there may be pauses in the show, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't. It was a clean run through when I saw it. But it was very cool.
I remember being there a couple weeks prior to it opening up, and they were doing like test runs in there without guests. But every now and then, I know we spotted it at least twice. You would see Jason Bourne's kind of walking through from like one section of the park to the other.
All right.
And they'd be like dressed up as a character, but they have like that coat on, and they're just trying to walk by real fast. And we're like, I know where you're going.
Yeah. Don't say it. I know what's on the tip of your tongue. Do not jinx us.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
but I
don't say that. Thank you.
I remember watching the brief sort of announcement video that Universal put out, and we watched it 2 or 3 times because obviously we were going to talk about it on the podcast after it happened, and it was only till about the 3rd time where they're doing the street fighting scene in like the desert that I was like, oh, there's only 2 people there, isn't there? The rest are all... Because that screen is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, it's just the bit in it that's the best, and it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work in a live stage show. That slow-mo scene when he comes off the bike and grabs hold of the lamppost, the core of those guys doing that, it's just it's mind-blowing because it
Amazing.
shouldn't work. It shouldn't work in a live show, but it does so much.
Oh yeah.
It's just...
That's one of those rides that I literally, anytime I have somebody in the park with me that's new, that's never been, it's like, hey, we got to go do this.
Yep.
Like, I'll hype it up and it still never fails. Like, I've taken family there, friends there. Everybody loves it. It's an amazing ride or experience.
Yeah.
Attraction. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows how much I adored Terminator 2 3D.
Did you? Never heard you say anything about that.
And this is another one that I'm not sad that it's gone. Like, I'm sad that it's gone.
But it's got a worthy replacement.
Yes. I think that's always a thing.
So
if you're going to close something, whatever replaces it has to be better than what it was.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's been a few.
You just don't get it until you see it. Like, we can talk about it all day long, but until you've seen it.
You can even watch a video of it online and it's still not, you have to be there.
No.
Yep.
And apparently I know people, so Kelly, our good friend Kelly Wood, she's watched it. She got in there late one day and got sat right down the front. And she said she could see all the platforms and the like moving, what they called? Travelator-y things that they're walking on.
Oh, like the...
moving walkways, so they look like they're walking, but they're not.
Treadmills.
Yes, that's the word I was
we got there
looking for.
eventually.
She said she could see all of that, and rather than taking away from it, it just completely elevated her experience because she could see how it was done. I know that's one of the things that I was worried about going to the park for the first time after starting this podcast. You know, to talking to so many people who've worked on attractions and worked the parks, and then knowing more and more behind the scenes stuff, that I was worried that it would take away my appreciation of the parks, losing some of that magic. And I don't know whether it's the same for you guys, but honestly, it has enhanced it so much more.
Yeah, completely.
So much more.
I agree.
Yeah, I have a heightened appreciation for things because of it. I understand how much work goes into things and how much effort the team members, the actors are putting into it, and it's just, I love it.
Just everyone. It's not even the actors, it's just the team
I know,
members.
they've said the whole crew, it's just...
Yeah, everyone that you come into contact with on a visit to Universal Orlando is... I mean, there's the odd one, of course, because we all have bad days, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, going back to last week's show where we spoke about Isla Burke and the show that's going to be in there, knowing what we know or how like Bourne works and all that, thinking of them incorporating that level of entertainment into the next park is going to be like, I'm so excited for that. It's
so awesome. I know from talking to Catherine and Andy when we
just arrived in the...
I know when we talked to them on the show about, and just talking to them personally, I know Catherine is a huge proponent of shows in theme parks. And if you look at Universal Beijing and you look at a lot of the stuff that they're adding around the parks and then what we look like we're getting at Epic Universe, that those major sit-down shows are making a comeback. And I am so happy about that because they need them. Not just from a get out of the sun, take the weight off your feet, but be entertained. But just when you look at something like the Bourne Stuntacular and what Untrainable is going to be, just the level of that is a huge part of theme parks, and it always has been, and it always should be.
I know with shows you're still not talking, like with rides, you're not talking, but it still creates those pockets of family time. Yeah, which I really like. You know, I'm a big proponent of all of that.
There better be a Monsters show. They just need to put one of the Horror Nights houses in there. We are getting close to the end. Moving on to 2021.
See, I'm being so good. Someone in the chat say it for me.
Say what?
That's what she said.
Oh. I know Chris hasn't said it once.
He has.
Has he?
Yeah.
Michelle said it earlier.
Sorry, Chris, I threw you under the bus. The party bus.
Chris, 2021, what did it bring us?
Brought us a lot of stuff. But one of the things it brought us is Velocicoaster opening on June 10th.
Everything I wanted it to be. It's amazing. It shows that Universal have elevated themselves from doing like the Hulk's good, but it's rough. And then you look at like the argument for Universal and Disney, I suppose, at this matter, that they do the theming's great, but the coasters aren't great. They don't do world class coasters with that theming. And then they opened Velocicoaster, and the world went, okay.
Yeah. It's ridiculous how smooth that is too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's my favorite coaster. You can't beat it. Even the pre-show, like we've ridden it 1,000 times at this point, and we still go in there, look at everything.
Yep.
We get engaged. I kind of find something new every time, whether it be some piece of artifact sitting around in the cage. It's just such a highly themed roller coaster. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I hope that's what we're going to see as well in Epic.
I think so.
And I still get to the base of that top hat and go,
Swear to God, it's normally me. It's just how much, again, sort of going back to talking about Hagrid's, how much Velocicoaster adds to islands as a whole, not just Jurassic Park, but islands as a whole. So the fact that you walk through Jurassic Park and you can see like the paddock, so you can see into the ride itself, adds so much more to that land. But then looking across the lagoon, even just being in Hogsmeade and then going down behind the Discovery Centre, where they've put the top hat is basically in line with you walking through the entrance. The barrel rolls right there, going over the bridge into Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
It just interacts with so many other areas of the park. And then just the coaster itself, it is the greatest 2 minutes you will ever have in your life.
Ew.
I knew as I was saying that someone was going to, but it doesn't feel like 2 minutes, but you get to the end of it and you're like, the first time I rode it, we got off and I was like, what the hell just happened?
yeah.
Because I was nervous. You guys know I was nervous to ride it, not because I was scared of it, just because I know what my coaster motion sickness can be like. And I've ridden that ride without Dramamine, and I was fresh as a daisy getting off it. It is stunning, and we've done front, back, middle,
doesn't matter where,
at night.
Smooth as hell.
It's amazing, and apparently it's not as smooth now as it was when it opened.
What?
I don't buy into that because I don't notice there's no noticeable difference between when it first opened. To me, it is still extremely smooth.
Yeah.
Like that for me is a benchmark of how roller coasters should be built. Anything that's not like that should, take a master class from these guys. And yeah, it's still smooth. Michelle, right? You've ridden it.
Yes.
Ridden it? Yeah, recently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last trip?
No.
Yes. No, yes, we did.
Smooth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always smooth. I mean, it still scares the poop out of me, but...
Oh, this is getting into dangerous territory right now.
Honestly, if anybody thinks it's not smooth,
We're
go and
behaving
ride the
too
Hulk
long, that's
first.
Oh,
and then go and ride Velocicoaster.
It's just they managed to cram so many elements into it, but it not feel like. So, for example, the Smiler over at Alton Towers, like that is one of them. They've just gone, we want to make a coaster that's got the most inversions, and it literally just feels like a kid's got the coaster track together and gone, what elements can I clip together to make a coaster?
That is the only one that has ever made me dizzy.
God, I come out of that first
My eyes were
section
rolling.
Yes, it's crazy.
That was so funny.
But for all it's got, the mosasaur roll, the double helix, the inverted stall, the top hat, it never feels like it's just too much crammed in such a short space of time. It's just, and I love it's a coaster of two halves. You've got the Raptor paddock and then the second half like over the park itself. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
And then just like I love the I don't necessarily think it's a Musion effect, but whatever the projection effect on the windows is when the coaster goes past with the Raptors, the animatronics in the queue, the lockers still aren't as groundbreaking as I think a lot of people seem to have made them out to be. It's still a bit of a cluster. And then just...
They also need to go through the metal detectors.
Oh, that's a ball.
They need to have something that just goes, that's an underwire in a bra.
Yes.
Because every time, and that guy was like, oh, I still got to check. And I was like, yes, that's fine, but it's my underwire in my bra. And he's like, well, I don't know. And it was like, oh, it's your underwire in your bra.
And then even like getting to see the coaster from the unload, like the load and unload station as well. It just, it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, going to the fact that you mentioned earlier about it adding life to the park, which when we were ranking our lands, I had it up there because of that, right? And if you look at the juxtaposition between the back of the Discovery Center prior to that ride being there, which was probably one person out there, to now it's heavily congested, almost feels like a hangout because a lot of people will hang out there because they're not going to ride the ride and there, and you can jump inside, the store if you want to shop or whatever. There's a little playground for the kids in there too. Like, it's such a lively environment. It really it breathed new life into that land altogether.
Yeah. It's sad that they had to put plexiglass along the waterfront because apparently people were throwing ice at people going through the Mosasaur Roll, which is
wonderful.
Like, people, really?
Yep.
Exactly, yeah. It just about says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it is a world-class coaster with world-class theming.
And also riding at night. Holy crap. Game changer.
Scares
the top of that top hat is, it always amazes me. You get to the top of that top hat, you just seem to, you're suspended in the air.
Yeah.
So this so many times. The sound goes out.
Yeah.
And then you fly down the other side. At night, it feels like you have come off the track and you're just flying through the air. And it's just like, holy... I won't say that because Lee will shout at me once again. And it's the best terrifying experience ever.
Oh, it's so awesome. And then if anyone ever gets to ride with Hope Brigham, best experience you'll have in your life, because that girl laughs at the top of her screamy voice all the way around. To be fair, when you and Kelly rode it together that morning, you two were the same. She's the same. Like, just giggling at the top of her voice. It's such a good coaster. It really is. And I hope...
Looks like Joni was that one person in the back of the Discovery Center, apparently.
But you're right. It's taken an area of the park that up until this was like dead. No one ever went behind there. And now...
Joni.
Yeah.
Was it just a smoke?
Now, probably. Now it's...
maybe.
But I love that though. It's such a... like they converted that whole back patio area of the Discovery Center into this whole new area of the park that was always there. But
I was worried how it was going to impact the view across the lagoon. But I think because the track's black, it just fades into the background, and it's just... again, I love this word kinetic, but it adds so much kinetic energy to the not just to the Jurassic Park area, but to that view as well.
Yeah.
It's weird to think, because you would think that it would, like Tracy's saying, like, take away from it. Whereas, because you would have normally just that sunset and the Discovery Center building. Like, that's a beautiful photo across the lagoon.
Yeah.
And the coaster is just an accent piece on there.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from it. And
not
just
at all.
So beautifully constructed, and especially the way they go over the lagoon and everything. It's a fantastic view.
Yeah. It doesn't even take away from... My biggest concern was that double helix taking away from the back patio at the back of the... Three Broomsticks and the Hog's Head, and it's so quiet.
It's crazy how quiet it is.
Like, you literally get a brief bit of as it goes past, and that's it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how quiet it is. Yeah, it's awesome.
What's the sound again?
Just like that.
Can somebody make that a sound clip for us? Please.
To be fair, I'm the only one recording it, but anyway. Moving on, well, penultimate year, we're going back to, I was going to say last year, it wasn't last year's 2020, so 2022.
Yes. Shrek 4D closed on January the 10th.
Yay! No one was sad to see this go. I was not sad to see it go at all, because I don't even think we've done it since 2013.
No, I don't think we did. I like the pre-show.
It was so bad in there.
The pre-show was awesome.
I love the pre-show.
Fair.
I just didn't like getting whiplash and all of my joints reassembled.
Yeah, you're like...
And seeing the empty chairs just going for it.
That didn't bother me as much as I could almost not hear the dialogue in the ride, because you just had the...
Yes, the hydraulics.
The hydraulics just overpowered the sound, and I'm like, all right.
And then don't ever put a torch on when you're in there, because the water sprays at the back never got clean. So you can imagine what they looked like.
Keep your mouth closed, guys.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
But I mean, it was like, I'm sure when it opened, it was cool, because that technology was still something that wasn't everywhere, and that's the problem. That when it closed, there was 2 or 3 other attractions in that park that was virtually the same technology.
Yeah.
And then the fact that I think it was on one edition of the DVD that they put that Shrek 4D, so you could watch it. You could probably even watch it on YouTube at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't need to go to a theme park to watch that. Like I can get someone to rock my chair behind me. There's not much to talk about with Shrek. I think again it was the last tribute we did.
What on earth was that?
I'm trying to think whether it was the last tribute episode we did, but I don't think it was. I think that was DreamWorks Land. Chris, when we talked to, got mixed up because we did a couple. The guy who worked on Five O's Playland, I think that was the last one we did. So this we had Zane Genshan, didn't we? Because he worked. It was interesting talking to him actually about the attraction. But I think it's more exciting to talk about its replacement, which opened last year. And that is the expansion of Illumination Avenue into Minion Land, which opened on August the 11th last year. And I love Minion Land.
I hold my hands up. I had major reservations about this. I was quite against it, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It fits really well, honestly,
Thank you, Sean.
as well. Minion Cafe, again, I want to go back because our experience, it wasn't bad.
No.
It was just tainted a little bit. I definitely want to go back. I love the ride so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to take some crap, but I think I've had it before. If we were to do our top 5 attractions right now, I think it would be my number 1.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Jesus, I wasn't expecting it from you guys, to be fair. I was expecting it in the comments.
You're not allowed to have an opinion, okay?
Lord.
Think of my number 2.
All right,
It's your number
Lot
two,
for somebody
right?
else.
I love it. As we talked about last week with Fire Drill, anything interactive that has a scoring element to it is always going to be high up on mine and Tracy's
Absolutely. We're not competitive at all.
It's been a little bit since I wrote it, but as long as they fix those issues of the lag and delay, like that was my biggest gripe with it.
And we've never seen. I mean, the targets don't necessarily match up, but to be fair, once you've figured out which is your target, where you're actually aiming is irrelevant.
See, I move my target in a specific way, so I know where it is.
Go on.
Yeah.
If your aim is irrelevant, then why is it fun?
Because I still know where I'm aiming. And they'll know when I move my gun, it moves my target. But if the target isn't in sync with my gun, it doesn't matter.
He means like he's still targeting things. It's just
I'm still moving the gun around to move my target. It's
Why
not.
does
I'm
this
not
kind of
using
sound like
my
a peeing
gun.
in the toilet analogy?
I was going to say I've never found it laggy. To be fair,
even Rich agrees with me. Yeah, you see, very laggy.
I've never found that.
It got a little bit better the last time we wrote it, but it's still. I just would love it to be more responsive and a little bit more precision based. I feel like it's very much a button masher type of game, whereas your Men in Black is more like skill based. So it's not too much. Yes, there's skill involved in trying to get a top score. I get that. I'm not saying that.
But there's so many targets.
It's just everywhere, right? Whereas Men in Black, you got to have a little bit more skill to hit a specific target.
You've got to go do your research.
I agree.
That's how you get. That's how you get on the leaderboard. You go do your research.
Men in Black is that knackered. It's irrelevant at this point because it's if your gun's not working, half the targets don't work. It's a mess. They just need to. I hate to say it, but because they're not going to upgrade it because the company that built that ride doesn't exist anymore. They're not going to pay to get someone else to come in and completely retrofit that. So you might as well just close it at this point.
So, quick question. For those who find it laggy, what type of phone do you have?
It's got nothing to do with your phone.
No, hang on. What type of phone do you have? So
really?
you're Android?
I always had you down as an iPhone. He's an iPhone guy.
I thought it was iPhone.
No, I'm an iPhone, yeah. I was talking about the old Nokia bricks. Yeah. Android. I mean, iOS.
Yeah, that's.
iPhone.
I'm just wondering.
Hey, Emily.
Corey said he couldn't get his phone, his gun to sync to his phone.
Well, let's be honest, how many people did we help in line get sorted out for it? It's not easy if you don't know what you're doing, and you don't get... That's an issue, because you don't get an awful lot of time to do it, and if you're not that tech savvy with NFC and getting stuff synced up, it can be a pain in the ass. We've helped
Well, sometimes it will and sometimes it won't.
Yeah.
I never had it not.
a couple times. I got to ride it during the holiday tour.
Corey said
and it was literally just our group. And that was fun.
I'm wondering then if
Yeah.
there is a disparity between iOS and...
Yeah, Rich Cotter, are you an iPhone guy? Because if you say yes, then it'd be interesting to see.
Oh, Corey! Bloody hell. He's a tech whiz as well. They couldn't do it. My God.
Wait, but you're saying based off of the phone, the lagginess would matter?
It's just the
Then
thing.
it
I'm just wondering, is it an Android over...
Because we've never had any lag issues.
Yeah, so
and everyone
I'm
that's
just
saying
curious.
that they have are connected through iPhones. Because it's still connected to your phone, it could affect it. Who knows? It just seems weird.
Can you tell I'm in research mode for the dissertation?
Well, when I played it, when it was just our group for the holiday tour, because there was literally 12 people on it. Like, that's it. It
All right,
was
John.
really smooth. And aiming was really easy. There was no lagging or anything like that. So I think maybe sometimes it just gets overloaded with the amount of people.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, that's and that goes back to what we spoke about, like when we first talked about that ride, is you can definitely tell that the computers were having a hard time keeping up processing all the data. It's just data processing, like any other video game that you would play. Too much stuff going on the screen. It's not going to render it quick enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like it. I don't care. And I've never had that issue, so...
I got the leaderboard, so, I'm quite happy.
I didn't, because I've no idea what I'm doing. I just push buttons and hope for the best.
No, you've got to build up your power to the
I
front
know.
trigger. Oh, my goodness.
I listened to Brian
listen
and
to me.
Zine and Laura and Tane argue between them on their episode a couple of weeks ago. It was hilarious, by the way. Go and listen to it, because one was telling one of them that it's this, and no, it's not. It was hilarious. I love them arguing. But yeah, I mean, we've done everything. We've been to Minion Cafe. We've done Freeze Ray Pops. We've been into Bake My Day. We haven't done the character meet and greet, but it gives that cohesiveness around that area of the park. I just wish they would do something with what you class as Production Central. I don't think and it's going to stand out even more. Again, we talked about it with Epic Universe. The identity of the front of Universal Studios Florida is going to feel weird once Epic Universe opens, because you've got Port of Entry, which is so highly themed and so what you're getting with Islands of Adventure. When you walk into Port of Entry, you're going to walk into Celestial Park, which is effectively the port of entry of Epic Universe, and then you're going to walk into Studios, and it's like, I just wish they'd do something with the entrance to that park to give it an actual identity, because it doesn't have one.
Just the arches.
Yeah.
But I mean, that kind of is its identity, though. It's supposed to be a working movie studio.
Not anymore, though, is it? When it opened, that's what it was. It's not anymore, so it doesn't really fit. It doesn't.
Well, it's
make
not
sense.
for guest goers, but it still is an active filming studio.
It is, but who knows? The average person walking in doesn't know that.
True.
Just because they filmed an AT&T ad there about 3 months ago. They did.
I know. Rich, I'm a Tekken button masher. Just to let you know.
Yes, when I used to play Tekken with Tracy, I used to know all the special moves and that, and she still kicked my ass because she just bash buttons. Or Street Fighter, whatever your crappy fighting game of choice is. Did I miss out anything that anyone thought was a bigger news story than those?
Seriously, you're asking somebody who can't remember what they did last week.
I'm asking 3 people. You're not the only one here.
Same.
Yeah, my memory's shot. Sorry.
No, that was a huge addition.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was difficult altogether. There's obviously all the hotels that have opened over the past 13 years. I mean, as of recording, this was yesterday, 10 years of Cabana Bay, which is crazy to think that's been open that long.
Yeah.
The changes and expansions on City Walk.
I mean, City Walk is a completely different area compared to... That's what I was going to go back to, Chris, before when we were talking about Skull Island and Volcano Bay, of how good Universal are of taking tiny spots and making these what feel like massive expansions. The Hollywood Drive-In mini golf is, for me, the biggest example. They took an area of land underneath the moving walkway that was used for buses and made 2 very highly themed 18-hole mini golf courses.
Yeah.
It was...
The buses used to go through there?
I think they used to drop off there.
Huh.
And now it's... I mean, have you ever done it?
Still no.
The mini golf.
I still haven't either.
Really?
One day, I promise. Maybe
Michelle,
on
I'm
the
surprised you
closing of it.
haven't.
They're so
In a
good.
Whoop Centre and all.
No, she wouldn't walk round. She'd have to get a ECV round there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, it's all right for you to have a go at me, but when I do it back, it's... I see the way it goes.
It's better than your sulk face.
Yeah, the mini golf, it is expensive. I think that's the only issue. It's why we've
so
only
much
ever
fun.
done them each once, I think. But it is very expensive for mini golf, but it's cool. We don't really get... I think the thing for us is, well, we don't have mini golf over here, really. And the ones we do have are crap.
Oh, they're not themed. They're just holes in the
Like,
floor.
there's one at Alton Towers, and it's themed to like the rides, but it's not very elaborate.
Mini golf is everywhere here.
Exactly.
I feel like just
We've done
being in
them all.
Florida, and we're like
Yeah.
a very much a touristy type city. Like there's everywhere.
We've done all
Mini
the ones
golf.
on iDrive.
You can literally go around the corner and pay half the price.
Oh yeah, we've done them all. We've done what? What's the volcano one on iDrive? We've done the Congo River Rapid, whatever that thing's
I
called.
always want to try
pirate
that one.
one.
How is it?
Good.
Yeah, after the
You get
pirate
to feed
hot dogs.
to alligators afterwards as
Yeah.
well. That was cool.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a little
I'd do it
alligator
just for
pool. You
that.
can buy hot dogs and just dangle them on a peg. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Can I
Pirate-
eat, can I eat
Pirate-
the hot dogs if I want to?
Pirate Cove one down on Sand Lake Road as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we've done. We're the only ones. We won't do the Disney ones because I don't do Disney stuff.
We thought about it a long time ago.
Because we don't do Disney anymore because it sucks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Anyway,
Lee doesn't speak for everybody.
I speak for myself. I speak for the trees.
Yeah, I
There
knew
you
it was
go.
coming.
I like Disney,
We know you do. That's why
just not as much
you're
as
getting
Universal.
sacked next year. What?
Nowhere near as much as Universal.
Right, that's it. I guess you
Wow.
know. I think we've covered. There's a lot happened over the last 13 years, and just to boil it down in what we have is, it was tough, to be honest. There was so many things that I wanted to put in, but we're just picking one for each year. I think we picked the bigger ones. But yeah, like I said, Universal is a very, very different place now than it was 13 years ago. It's crazy how much it's expanded. And they are becoming a bigger entity than Disney in Orlando. Can we say that? I think they're getting there. And I'm not saying that as a Universal fan. I think I think there was a post it might have been the pass holder group today where someone posted, Universal announced How to Train Your Dragon Land, Isle of Berk, and Disney posted a rat-themed bus. So apparently they announced like the new Ratatouille theme on the Disney resort buses.
I missed that.
Yeah. I just think Disney are doing what Disney do, and they're just being so methodical in expanding and updating their parks, whereas Universal in the last 5, 6, 7 years are being so aggressive. That's the difference. And if Disney aren't careful, Universal will overtake that. I mean, it was funny. We both snort when we were watching that Epic Universe announcement, and Mark Woodbury states, we're making Universal Orlando a week-long vacation. I mean, like, I've been doing longer than week-long vacations at Universal since before Epic Universe opened, mate. Just everything they offer, the seasonal events just get bigger and better, I guess.
Yeah.
Every year, they continue to outdo everything they've done previous to that, and that's a high benchmark that they're setting themselves. And I'd like to think that they're going to continue that. I think definitely that Comcast buying NBC Universal and them really being pro theme parks as they realize how much revenue they can get through the theme parks and how much money they've pumped into it. I mean, I don't even want to imagine how much money it costs to build a theme park like Epic Universe from the ground up. I mean, what we talking, billions?
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
It's crazy. Like, just the logistics of building that park blow my mind.
And they're
Think
doing
about
it
it
so
all.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been just renovating Epcot. Meanwhile, Universal just built an entire new park. I'm like,
That's
here
what I
you
was
go.
going to say.
Yes.
Like, they literally took them like 2 years to do that stupid Moana water feature. And here Epic is going to be ready in a year's time. That's crazy.
Well,
And had it not been for COVID, Epic, we'd all have been there already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. which is crazy.
Which is wild to say. Yeah.
I mean, when we went to Epcot with Maddie in 2020, all those walls were up. So they'd started it back in February of 2020.
That does not seem that long ago.
And that's 4 years ago, and it's still not all fully open.
Well,
and yet Universal are getting ready to, well, the two outside park hotels are getting ready to open soon.
We were there. Not supposed to admit to it, but we were there like 6 months ago. And look how much has changed since we were like trundling around an area.
Oh, Epic Universe.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
the video you
talking
guys
about
saw,
Disney.
remember?
Yes, it's a video we saw of somebody else driving the car.
Outside of Brian's window. I'm going to throw Brian and Lauren under the bus. I don't care. They were driving. I was kidnapped and chucked in the back and went, do you want to come and see Epic Universe? I went, all right then.
All right, send the cease and desist letter to them.
But yes, you're right. That was literally
that was
like 7 or 8 months ago, and how much has come on. It was like September, wasn't it? So October, November, December,
it's
January,
April
February,
1st
March,
as
April.
we're recording.
7 months. How much that's come on. It's just, I can't wait. I know I'm trying not to watch like the stuff that Bioreconstruct's putting out there because I don't really want to see it until I see it, but it's so difficult not to. But I just, like, you look at it looks awesome now, and a lot of it's still dirt and nothing. To think when it's all water and grass and trees and stuff, it's just going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. Very excited for it.
You know how jaded and miserable I've become towards the podcast and Universal a bit over the last few years.
You?
I literally sat and watched that Isle of Burke announcement yesterday, and I've already watched it 2 or 3 times with trying to fight those tears back. I am going to be a mess when we walk into that park, and it's been a long time since I've visited a Universal park and felt that way.
Do you think you're going to make it over in 2025, or are you going to try to wait a little bit longer?
I mean, it's going to come down financially, obviously, but Tracy keeps saying we need to be there for opening, don't we? Like, just to take the hit and go, we're not going to get on anything.
I think we all need to.
Yeah. And then have a second trip 6 months or so later.
It depends if someone gets a job.
I'm staying at university.
It depends if someone doesn't spend any of their student loan.
It depends if someone goes and gets a second job.
It depends if...
Jade.
We
They'd have to get a first job to get a second one.
Oh, that's true.
It depends if I mean, to be fair, I'm all about our sponsor paying for it all. I mean, there's no reason why they should.
You know what?
They don't.
Let's go with that.
I agree with it completely because let's be honest, they don't do an awful lot for us, and I think financially, with the promotion that we're giving our sponsor every week without fail. And yet,
you can just charge on the card they gave us because I have the card.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Oh, do you? Go ahead, charge it then, Chris. Because I think I have your card, actually.
That's true.
That explains why she can stay at Portofino every trip.
Does that mean we can fly first class?
No, business class. Which is better, business or first?
First.
Really? I don't know. Anyway.
Tell you always travel cattle class.
Coach, as they call it in America. I don't really understand why it's called coach. Right, anyway, let's wrap this bloody thing up, otherwise we'll be here all night. Thank you, everyone, because it's 11:30. I didn't realise it was that late.
Oh, crap.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this live show.
Yeah.
For those in the Producers Club, we have talked about potentially doing these more often in the Producers Club. So if you want to get more of this, whatever the hell this was, join the Producers Club. You can email us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. And come and join the cult. But we do need to do this more. It's so different interacting with our listeners and being able to see each other and see Michelle's face when she goes, oh, no. It's so very different. But yeah, that's going to wrap up 13 years. I mean, this is actually coming out, I think it's 2 days after our anniversary. Our anniversary is the 7th of April. I think this comes out on the 9th. But yeah, I never thought we would still be going this long, and the fact that I think I've said this before, this podcast has pretty much become my entire personality at this point. It's, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, who the hell knows? But I wouldn't know these 2 people that I'm currently talking to if it wasn't for this, so I've got to be thankful for that at least.
Michelle and Tracy?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
because I don't know who you are. Who are you? Have you been on before?
No. I thought this was a line for the buffet. So.
Thank you, Tracy, for being with me from the very start.
Ah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Chris, for being anonymous for a little bit and then coming and joining us for the last 7 years or 8 years or whatever it is.
Happy to creep it out, man.
You are the brother that I always wished I had.
Oh.
And Michelle, it's just like yours has been the weirdest one because it's been a slow, gradual, hasn't it? It's like listener, sponsor, host, and everything else.
Yep. I've just stalked my way into your life, haven't I?
That's what it is. It's like, I'm going to send Chris, come here, I'm going to send this Butterby a preference recording in, and eventually they might let me on the show. 10 years later, hi! Anyway, thank you everyone for listening and joining us for us live. Everyone listening to the show, thanks for subscribing every week and listening to the show and putting up with the crap that we talk about all the time. We do try and give you the best Universal podcast we can.
Thanks to you for having the idea in the first place.
I mean,
bullying me into it
is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
If I hadn't have done it, our lives would be easier potentially, I guess. But
it wouldn't be as rich.
It wouldn't be. It certainly would not be.
Or as fun.
No,
I mean, the people that we have
we wouldn't have this
made
family.
friends with. Yeah, we wouldn't. It'd be so weird thinking not having all this. Like meeting the people that we've met and making new friends and friends that have become family. Like I said before, it's amazing. Like, even just you guys. Forget anybody else, just you guys. And when we hang out, it's just like just hang out. Like it's
comfortable.
It's amazing. And then on top of that, just every time, we meet up other people from whether it be the Producers Club or just in general and making friends there, the chats that we have in the Facebook group and all that, it's something that wouldn't be here had you guys not started this. So thank you guys.
Yeah. Then it's also those spin-off friendships. It's the friendships within friendships. So we've brought other people together, people in the Producer Club who are now thick as thieves best friends who would never have ever met each other if it wasn't for this, which blows my mind. And I'm not being big-headed at all. I am incredibly humble when it comes to this. It is crazy.
Yeah. Well, look back, Darren and Nina wouldn't be married.
Yeah.
It's crazy, that ripple effect. Yeah.
Weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
We love you too, Grace. And Kelly
we love everybody.
Yes. But I'm going to have to wrap this up because we could go on all night. Thank you everyone for joining us for the last 13 years. Here's to maybe another year, who knows?
Maybe a little longer.
At least until Epic's opening.
Yes.
Then after that, it's fair game.
Anybody's guess.
Don't worry, he'll be reignited after seeing
I hope
Epic.
so.
It depends on what he says and whether the 2 before comes out again.
Anyway. All right, that's going to wrap up the show.
Yes.
We will be back next week with more of this crap. Until then, take it easy, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Are you insane? Get out of here. The curse, it's real. The podcast is over. So, the Magi want you to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcast news and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us by emailing us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, email us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Silence! With your subscriptions, we shall rule for all eternity. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Not even the Magi can save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Prepare yourself for your next trip by emailing Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. We hope you enjoyed your podcast. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the prepare to forfeit your souls. Check out the other podcasts on the UUOP network. Rush of Fear, Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info, and the Taste of Universal Orlando food podcast. So hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I would have enjoyed this podcast a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee.